Could you feel where he needed to go, or was he giving you commands?
Well, he was telling me too, but I just got to where I could
could
feel
sense
it.
it.
He's starting to get the hang of it. All right. Ready for a piece of that? Okay, run backwards.
That's so awesome.
That's pretty freaking funny. Yeah. Okay, well, the
that's
what
awesome.
I'm trying to show you wonderful demonstration
is that you can have fun.
Look where my feet are. Look where my butt is. The glider is holding my butt up completely. It's holding my body. I'm not holding my body up. The glider does. So if my butt starts falling backwards, I add brakes. If I'm falling down, add brakes. If I'm getting picked up, I can let off the brakes. And so I hold the altitude of my butt with the brakes. If I want to go up, I add brakes. If I want to come down, I ease off the brakes. And so you totally hold the altitude of your butt with the brakes.
Okay.
And that's the focus. Then you start to get the left and the right. So then, exactly, this is where the skill of what I was doing on Tom. Then you got one foot. Now I have to hold not only forwards and backwards, but left and right. If I start falling one way, I have to fly my body the other way and hold my body over my foot. So it tried to pick me up, I let off the brakes. Now it's taking me to the right. I've got to pick up the glider and fly my body with the wing so that the glider is doing the balancing and not so much me. Because I'm not standing on one foot. That foot is actually being drugged, like so I can get drugged where I want to go. It's the glider that's flying me. And all the foot does is create the loading to hold the glider up. Because I've got to have about 35, 40 pounds of pressure with a K2. And so I've got about 30, 40 pounds of pressure on my foot. Right there, the wind actually died off a little bit. And so you back up. There's two ways to create lift. One, you can add brakes. Two, you can run backwards to create wind. So the other one is if I start falling backwards, I just run backwards. That creates more lift, more air. So I got airspeed. So without brakes at all, if I fall backwards, I just run. That creates more lift, it picks me up. So I'm holding the altitude of my butt with brakes, and I'm balancing my body. See, when everybody starts, they're doing this, and I keep saying, feet together, feet together, feet together, because you're balancing your body. Good one. Nice, good. You're balancing your body with your legs, because your legs are spread out, balancing your body. We don't want that at all. We want basically one foot. So you're 100% balancing your body with the glider. Or you put your feet right together. That way there's no possible way you can balance your body, because if the glider goes left, you're going to fall over.
Right.
So you completely start to balance your body with that glider. Woo. If you start falling right, I just fly the glider left. All right, you ready to go for a ride? What are you doing? Good one, dear. Yeah, okay, that's a good demonstration, actually. Okay, sweetie, come here. So in flight, if you start to take a frontal, left side. Frontal.
You got gloves on, Tom.
Yeah. You basically cannot make the glider frontal, because if the glider drops, your brake drops. And that prevents the glider from falling. If I add brakes, the glider won't frontal. Now watch what happens if I do nothing. So now he pulls it. Like this. It's exactly the same in the sky.
Oh.
With the brakes, that would have happened in the sky. But in the sky, if it tries to frontal and I stuck the brake, it will prevent it completely, just like it did with Tom.
Yeah.
Basically, you almost can't take a collapse. It's right near impossible if you have a properly skilled pilot flying. where your collapse came from, not enough brakes. So that's why I keep saying relax your arms, because if the brake pressure starts to drop, your hands just drop with it. And then you add pressure on top of it to repressurize the glider.
Got it.
Maintain active piloting that glider, so it's right where it needs to be to balance your foot. Basically, it's balancing your body the whole time. Your hands could be going crazy, but my body's staying in one spot. My body's staying in one spot because my hands are going like crazy and making it. So that's the key.
Got it.
Active piloting.